Well, hello Rangers, and welcome back to the hellacious Malak planet. I don't even remember its name. Last time we, I think, saved an island from total destruction, and were given a reward in the process in the form of, I think, the Quack Commendation. Malak government awards this commendation to warriors who have defied the odds and managed to liberate a Malak planet from an overwhelming dominator force. We now have a decent number of credits in our bank account. Could always go take part in the Barabum Cup, which is down in Zavia. Problem is, it is so far away. It's January 23rd. Basically, I have February, March, April, some of May to get down there. You know what? We'll do this. A bargain is a bargain, so please make your way, blah blah blah, fulfill, blah blah blah. If we can actually complete this. Luxury items are illegal to buy. So, I'm not going to waste a whole lot of time here. I'm not going to land on a bunch of different planets looking for trade goods. We're here, so I can jump there, and then maybe jump straight to there. Gotta go all the way down to Zavia. Kind of a long journey, but I did want to go back to Seoul anyways. What are those? Military ships, I think. Not entirely sure. As long as they're not pirates, I'm not too concerned. This system is fairly empty, isn't it? Bunch of minerals laying around I could scoop up. However, I'm not gonna have enough fuel. I'm gonna have to dock somewhere, aren't I? That would be 20, so I pretty much have to go to Sheet here. The shit system. I guess there we'll land on just one planet. If they have good deals, we'll spend all my credits and cargo space on it. And refuel for the next set of jumps. I'm still not entirely sure what I want to do with my ship here. Like, do I want to keep bouncing around and doing missions? Well, it's kind of fun. It takes up a lot of time, it seems like. So, from here... God, I can't actually jump that far. Oceum. From there, I'll probably... From Vita, I'll probably have to jump down to Beetlejuice, and then to Saffronia. Kind of curious if I'm gonna have enough time to actually complete this. I'm a little bit worried now. It's an agricultural planet of Gauls. I pressed N. I'll see if that turns on my turbo. It does not. Again, somebody told me that was a shortcut key, but I don't know. And I went to the options, didn't see anywhere that I could possibly remap things. And I'm, I think, 4 videos ahead of you guys right now. What do you guys have for me? Dear spray paint, we don't care. We don't have anything. Minerals, not worried about. You guys have a better engine for me. My current engine has a maximum jump of 19. I need something with like 20. 21. That would allow me to cut off one of those little skips. 359. 354. Someday we'll be able to upgrade. Repair. Refuel, make sure I don't accidentally sell it and screw myself. That is a mistake that I would make. But yeah, there's still a lot of things I'm not entirely sure about what path I want to take. God, I wish I could just jump straight there. From there to there, it probably doesn't really matter. Let's see. It's a total of 27. It's a total of 23. I guess we'll go straight to Ka. I know I'm pretty sure it's sending me on a little bit longer journey. This game, so far from what I can tell, kind of reminds me of Sid Meier's Pirates without all the swashbuckling. If it had some type of duel system or boarding system, that would be perfect. So we've got March and April left to get down there. Jump there. I think I'm going to turn my afterburner on until it automatically shuts off, just to save some time. I urgently need money. I won't leave you alone until my account gets exactly 1,055 credits. Are you ready to spill some of your blood? Is this a military ship? Yes, it is. I'm just going to contact the military and see if they'll help. Pretty sure this is the guy. Attack Lakusha. Good. Another military ship. Why don't you join him? Commence maneuvering. Yeah, you guys. Oh crap! I just completely wasted a turn. I had no idea that contacting a ship is going to stop my autopilot route, and I can turn my afterburner on, but it will completely screw me up. Oh, please don't let me get blown up here. Okay, good. He changed course. I was actually kind of worried. Another pirate? Down to 96. It's nothing personal, Spray Paint. I'm just doing my job. A contract for the check agency. I'm sure you've heard of it. I don't know, and it ain't my business to know. Blah, blah, blah. Share some of your savings with me. Dump the cargo. How about we each go our own way peacefully? Here. 554 credits. Okay, 1,000. God, I'm gonna have. So I ended up having to pay 1,000 credits anyway. Fucking pirate scum. I have to dock up in the next system I come to, and I don't think I'm gonna make it by May 13th to that system, unless I can just make this jump here. Research Station Gal. Okay, I can make that. Can't make that. This system is under attack, it looks like. Let's land here. Wonder if that means there's Dominator ships. Network of stations. I need to repair my ship. How much is it going to cost me? Yeah, I'm willing to pay for everything. Upgrade my equipment. What items can you upgrade? How about my engine? What will it do? We can get our best technicians to experiment on your equipment, but they don't come cheap. If you cannot afford them, we will use our regular crews instead. And if you can't afford those either, we'll just give the job to the interns. I'll pay for the best upgrade you've got. The selected equipment has several specs. We can upgrade on speed or jump. I need jump range. Excellent. Our top experts have already tinkered with the equipment you specified. We think you'll be quite pleased with their work. A jump range of 27? I might be able to actually jump straight there now. That is actually amazing. For 2,000 credits, that was more than worth it. Okay, do you guys have anything for me to trade? Oh yes. Buy all of those. Not gonna buy any narcotics. I just will buy some luxury items. So it's just one narcotics unit, so not really worth my time. Wow, that has 627 units of cargo space. 646. That is impressive. Okay. I can jump straight there. That will save me plenty of time. Way more time than I thought I was going to be able to save. So, half tempted to turn on my afterburners just for this. Need to see how many turns this actually is. Only 15. That'll give me plenty of time. Provided I don't get tackled by any dominators in this system. There's tons of units or cargo item debris junk are floating around. Fork over or I'll smash your clunker to pieces. There's Cyberman. Where is he? He's right there. Wait. I need to contact these ships, try to save my life. Can you help me with Cyberman? They actually told me to settle the score with this particular ship. It would be great if you could help me. I really can't. And I cannot contact that one. Okay. No, you are just going to continue to sit on that course. Kick in the afterburner and just get out of here. Hopefully he won't be able to catch up to me. I'm not paying any more money to stinking pirates. Even if I have to burn my engines completely out. Okay. Let's see. I need to go to Arigid Asada. Where are you? Right there. Bunch of items in orbit around that planet too. Looked like somebody just shot them all and blew them up. We are expected on Arigid Asada planet. You must take part in an annual Barabum, I thought it was Barabum, championship and win the grand prize, the Barabum Cup. Afterwards, you must advertise the game all over as the cleverest game in the universe. Not a difficult task. Let's complete it. I have no idea what this task does. Okay, I need some tea here. Following the instructions received on planet Arigid Asta, Carni Arsada, you find the entertainment complex where the championship is to be held. You struggle through the crowd of Malak intellectuals standing at the building's entrance and introduce yourself to the guard. He mutters something into a radio, and soon a Malak dressed in a suit comes out of the complex. Greetings, Spray Paint. My name is Homer Job. I'm the championship's organizer. Follow me and I'll explain everything. Soon, you're sitting across from Homer Job in a comfortable armchair in his office. So, Spray Paint, this will be a difficult task. You must play Barabum, an old Malak game that dates back to ancient times. The rules state that you must play something like 20 matches. But, thanks to me, he said, thumping his chest proudly, this number has been cut down to 1. However, you'll be competing against the 7-time champion, the hero of the Malak civilization, the one and only Earlban. First up, what are the rules? Rules? The Malak says with a smirk. Well, okay. There'll be a field with a particular layout in front of you. The first player has one piece that can move in all 4 directions, forward, back, left, and right. You can move diagonally from the top cell. The first player must reach the bottom cell of the field. The second player has 3 pieces that cannot move backwards. His goal is to surround the enemy and make it impossible for him to move. Well, is everything clear? Why don't you tell me the story behind the game? This game dates back to ancient times, when just like today, it was played to develop military minds. The idea was borrowed from an ancient Malak legend. According to the legend, many thousands of years ago, says Homer Job, waving a finger meaningfully, there was a great battle between feuding Malak clans. The Red Axe's clan had suffered defeat, but then one of its warriors, Drakkar Gromako, decided to deceive the enemy and sneak into their camp under cover of night. Unfortunately, said Homer Job, shaking his head, he met 3 Penchkraks on his way. Drakkar Gromako outsmarted the beasts and slipped undetected into the enemy camp, easily killing all the sleeping warriors of the Blue Axe's clan. Okay, I'm ready. Not Uberan, but Uralban, said the Malak with a grin. If you are ready, please come with me. We leave the office, pass by a number of corridors, and enter a big hall shaped like an amphitheater. Molochs were everywhere, loudly chanting the name of their idol, Earlban. When they notice you, the spectators begin to throw everything they can find. Unfortunately, one of the Molochs had good aim with a chair. And dodging the incoming missile, you jump toward an enormous Moloch sitting behind a wide table. This must be Earlban himself. We sat across from him. The table has a small panel built into it with some buttons. Suddenly, the lights go out in the hall. A large holographic screen appears above the table, displaying a bright game field divided into cells. The commentator's voice booms from somewhere. Drakars and Bombais, aerolites and car gases. Welcome to the final match of our Barabum championship. The hall fills with applause, and the commentator continues. In the left corner is your favorite, who needs no introduction from me, the great Earlban. The crowd goes wild, cheering on their idol. And in the right we have a humanoid, who trembles with fear, who dares to violate the sanctity of our people. Spray paint! Not the best introduction, but that's okay. You'll show them who's the tough guy here. Based on the coin toss, the right to play for the Penjacracks and take the first move goes to Earlban. The players have been instructed in the rules of the game. Therefore, the game begins. So this is my piece, this is the enemy piece. If I'm not mistaken, I have to get my guy down to here, I think. Oh god. The Moloch doesn't even think about his first move. He immediately pushes the button. One of the Penjacracks gets going and takes some steps forward. What a great move! With Earlban playing for the Penjacracks, Draco Gromako would be in trouble, never mind some ranger. You try to ignore the commentator's words and concentrate on your move. So where will our ill-fated Drakkar go? Can't go down. If I go up, I can move this one here. And that one there, and I'd be trapped. So if I move over here, I don't know if I'd lose if he bumps a piece into me or if they just have to surround me. If I move here, because if a piece touches me and I lose, then I basically have no choice but to move up. If I move here, he can move this piece here. If I go up, I think I'm going to move left. After moving Drakkar into one of the cells, you look up triumphantly at Earlban. Your move confuses him. He scratches his head and another important part of his Moloch body, whereupon he jumps up suddenly, as if a brilliant idea has occurred to him. Another push of a button and the Penjacrack on the screen as one felt closer to Drakkar. It's time to think seriously about your next move. So I need to step back, and then he'll probably move that one. Oh god, I think I'm fucked. After mustering up our courage, we push the button and a Moloch figure moves on the screen. Well, that's an okay move. Personally, I have no doubt that Earlban will respond to this ranger boy quite. To your joy, your opponent is puzzled by the move. After going some minutes pass without a move, he pushes a button, and one of the Penjacracks jumps over the cell. Well, now it is once again time to decide where to move him. I really have no idea how I'm supposed to get down here. It's kind of confusing. Maybe I should have retreated all the way back up into this position. See, if I move here, you can just move this piece forward. and then I'm completely screwed. If I move down, I still can't move anywhere, and he can just move this piece up, and then they can all box me. It's not like he's gonna move this piece up. It says I can move up. I don't think I can. Unless moving up automatically puts me here. I don't think I grasped this game at all. I'm curious what happens if I move up. Okay. After moving your car into one of the cells, you look up triumphantly at Earlbon. Your move confuses him. So, you moved that guy there. I can move down here. Just kind of down and right would put me trapped. Down and left. After thinking over your move, you at last push one of the buttons. To your surprise, the commentator says nothing. It was a good move. However, your opponent doesn't take too long to think and quickly pushes a button on his control panel. The spirit of Malososis will help me, the Malak says, explaining his move to the audience. Strokes his necklace made of bones. The scene makes you feel very uncomfortable. You stare at your control panel and start thinking about where to move the Drakkar piece next. Let's move right. You decisively push the button and look confident at your opponent. Sure, he won't be able to answer this, you'd think. As it turns out, you were wrong. Seeing the current state of the field, the Malak thumped one of the buttons. Fortunately, the table didn't break. Apparently, the Malaks had made it especially for Malaks. You remembered the old Malak saying that you had learned in your interplanetary culture courses. By Malaks, for Malaks. It's too bad they didn't teach you to play Malak logic games. You decide your move will be clever enough given your current situation. You move Gromiko into one of the cells. I'm pretty sure I should just go straight down. Spray Paint is using the famous dirty schnapps trick. Very clever. It seems that Earlbon will lose this match. Unless he uses the drunk Gobsaurus technique, I said. The drunk Gobsaurus technique. Roused from his thoughts, your opponent hears the commentator's hints. And makes his next move. Just as I thought. You can always count on the drunk Gobsaurus technique. Too bad our unfortunate ranger has no reply. In your dreams, Ranger Savvy is the savviest savvy in the world, and you have a great opportunity to prove yourself. And there we go, we'll keep going down. We are free, it looks like. We look proudly at Earlbon and make our final move, leaving all the Pinchkriaks behind. Drakkar Gromiko runs delightedly into the enemy camp. There is silence in the hall. In an instant, it is broken by the commentator's cry. It can't be! For the first time ever, a foreigner has defeated the reigning champion, repeating the deed of the great Gromiko. Pounding our chest, we stand and take a bow. The audience that hated you not so long ago now springs to its feet to salute you, the new champion. Soon, Homer Job came running up to the stage. Spray Paint, what a great victory. I haven't seen a match like that in ages. You've earned that cup. By the way, I'll show you to the awards ceremony now. Waving to the audience, you step down to the exit. Soon you are holding a huge golden cup and giving interviews to journalists. Remember in your orders you extol Barabum. It's a sophisticated game that requires advanced logic and erudition. At last, when all the formalities have been observed, you bid Homer Job goodbye, and, clutching your award, head toward the spaceport. Oh yeah. That went better than I thought it would. I honestly expected to lose. So, we have to return all the way back to Dagod in order to get paid. That kind of sucks. Could buy real cheap minerals here. If I had a decent cargo hold, it would be worth buying minerals, but otherwise it's not. Parade, fireworks, military demonstrations, Ranger Spray Paint. Today we celebrate the traditional Malak holiday of 7 explosions. Don't bother asking me 1,000 questions. You aliens will never understand it. And I will buy the star map. So, we now have this area. No, we bought this area. Got Orion here. Antares. Some of these names... Is that Arrakis? Some of these star names I actually recognize. Okay. I am not too pleased that I have to go all the way back there. I don't think I have a deadline for going back there, so... Let's set a course to Sol. But first we're going to check just a few planets in this system. Look at that. Minerals, techniques, alcohol, hyperliquid fuel tank. Okay. I gotta go pick some of this stuff up. Did I automatically scoop that up? Or did somebody else? There we go. So if I move right between them, can I pick up both of them? Scoop up the alcohol, because why not? Okay. Next stop, we've been there. I'm sure that none of those ships are ranger or pirate ships. Ranger ships I'm fine with. I might actually be able to contact them for help. Some more minerals. Close call with an asteroid. I'm pretty stoked about that Malak victory there. Okay, I could sell this. Might as well. That's not worth selling. What do you guys have in the equipment bay? 1,400 or 14,000 credits. God, this stuff is just so expensive. Dispensary droid. I'm not even gonna bother talking to anyone here. A natural cataclysm has hit the planet Nutua in the Okara system, shifting tectonic plates and exposing strata of minerals. The planet has since become a veritable Klondike. Prices on ore and minerals are at rock bottom. So where it is, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna go there anyways. Apparently my gripper got damaged scooping up some of that stuff. Hyperliquid fuel tank. Really? I can only sell it for 61 credits? Whatever. It's enough to pay for some of my repairs. Okay. Research station magnesium. It's got a few minerals floating around outside of it. I think we'll swing by the research station and then head back to Sol. I'd really like to find a place to get some decent trade goods. I've got so much cargo space. Could upgrade my equipment, but I'm not going to. Buy techniques. Buy anything that's cheap. What do you guys have for me? Series Hershey. Engine speed 100 plus. Neuroprobic scanner. Scans for objects with a shield generator at less than 21%. I don't understand how these scanners actually work. Like, what does shield generator mean? Shield generator less than 21%? Do they have to have... Their shields have to be damaged that much or something? Blocks 14% of incoming damage. Attack 1, energy weapons 4, fragmentation 5, firing range, and commerce skill down. Not worth it. Gripper range 10, mobility skill 1, but that is really expensive. Okay. We're just gonna leave from here. Could talk to them about some other stuff, but I don't think so. Thought he was gonna scoop that up. More minerals for free. How much is that worth? Only 84. Got a blue hand on that. There we go. Okay, so we'll jump back to Sol, and then I've got to go. Was it all the way back up to Atlas that I have to go? Oh, all the way up to the Rigel system. Close enough to Atlas. Okay. Yeah, I want to go to Sol to pick up those items that I left in the Ranger Station, see if either of them are upgrades to my current equipment. And once we get there, I'm going to end the video too. Watch out for the asteroid! I swear that asteroid hit the brakes on purpose. Simply to screw with me. So I've got an electro-micro module in the Regulus system. I have no idea when I got that. What is this? You can use a black hole to travel to other parts of the galaxy. This object has not been identified and is therefore dangerous to researchers. Oh boy. And Legend. Quantum Research Station, where is Legend at? And there's a pirate. It's tempting to fly into that black hole. I've never flown into one before. But I do have to take into consideration the fact I'm on Iron Man mode. Would likely get completely thrashed by whatever's in there. I can only imagine it's filled with Dominators or some type of evil alien scum. Let's see. Dear Spray Paint, we can take off your hands any micro modules you don't need. Micro module and tint. That's this, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's a level 3. Radar range 210. Scanner power +2. Get a new micro module. I don't think I'll be doing any of that. I'm gonna keep my current one now. What do we got? I've got a droid in here I could pick up, or a singular engine. 480 top speed and 24 parsecs. I think I'm just going to sell this, because it's money in the bank. And I'll sell this drone too, because it takes up way too much space. 40 units of cargo space. How am I supposed to make any money as a merchant by hauling that around? So whenever we come back, do a little bit of trade here in the Sol system, maybe bounce around to a few of the planets, see what's going on, and then we'll head back to Dagod. Could also buy some alcohol and take it to the shit system.